Morning.
Happy Tuesday, Feliz Martes.
Again, it feels like a Friday. My body thinks it's Friday. I'm sorry.
Mine does not. Mine does not. Every day's the same. We work a little every day.
Yeah.
But today we're back. Once again, I've got the coffee water combo. Don't know
Mm-hmm.
about you.
Um, the Diet Coke and water combo
Can
with
I just
the
tell you?
emergency backup.
Okay, great. The internet has a lot of things to say about people that have multiple drinks at once. They love to diagnose people based on their beverages. I love cute coffee cups, and I
Mm-hmm.
can't use them because I gotta keep my coffee hot.
You like yours hot?
So hot. Yeah. Not you put it in a coffee cup, add creamer, immediately.
Well, mine, I add creamer and then it immediately goes into the microwave. And I heat it up for 1 minute and then I drink it.
Oh, nope. I
And
got
it's super
insulated
hot.
mugs. I just need people to start making cuter ones. So, you know how you collect the Starbucks mugs
Uh-huh.
from the parks and stuff like that? I want that, but with insulated mugs if we can
Insulated
make that
mugs.
happen.
I will work on
Yes.
that. I'll use my
You could
connections.
so today we're gonna be talking about a few things, but the background should give a hint. We
Mm-hmm.
are we are in a Festival of the Arts painting today.
Yes, we are.
We're a lot warmer than the people that are there right now, though.
Yes. I don't know if you've seen the forecast for later this week for a large part of the country too. It is not going to get any better. I don't know about Florida, but large chunk of the US is going to be miserable.
Oh, it's not too bad today. This week it's highs in the 70s in Orlando, but
Perfect.
that's not bad at all. That's
Uh-uh.
nice. Yeah, you can come to Puerto Vallarta where it is 82 today.
Dang.
Yep, it's
Dang.
beautiful. We have our doors and windows all open every morning while making coffee. It's so nice. But come back to me this summer when I'm absolutely miserable in the
Yeah.
heat.
Yes. Yes, that part's true.
Yes. Um, what else is going on? I did book some excursions for us on our upcoming cruise. I'll have to tell you about those later.
I'm very excited and also very curious because I didn't know we were booking excursions. So this is fun.
hmm I did. I booked some excursions, so I'll tell you what we're doing later. But we're doing lots of cruise content lately. I guess we're cruisers now,
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
Um, okay, so I am going to get fancy and try to share something on the screen. We're going to try it out. We're all learning together. We're going to
Okay.
start talking about festivals. Ready?
Yes.
Our favorite thing. Okay. Um, what are we calling this? Our okay. Here's our top things to do at Festival of the Arts. It has to have a segment name. Okay, so we're gonna go and look at some things. Okay, so let's start talking about Festival of the Arts in general. Can you see my screen or no?
Nope.
Okay. Uh, browser lacks system permission. Oh, we're not doing it today. Browser lacks system permissions to do it, so we'll get to it tomorrow. But basically, Festival of the Arts is one of 4 festivals
Yeah.
at Epcot. And a lot of people, do you know this? They associate Epcot with having year-round festivals because
Mm-hmm.
they're newer, like parks people, and so they're
Yes.
like, every time you go to Epcot, there's gonna be a festival. But that's not how it's been historically, and it's not how it is now.
Correct. Yeah, there's some gaps in
70
time there.
70% of the time there is, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not happening right now. So it's basically summer is off, and then there's gaps in between the festivals. But Festival of the Arts is going on right now. Lasts for what, 5 weeks?
Yes, it's very short. It's the shortest of the festivals.
Yeah, and then there's a break when that one ends in mid-February, and then Flower and Garden Festival starts early March and goes on for a few months,
Yes.
which is freaking delightful.
Yes, and it's that one is packed. I'm excited for that one to kick off and for us to be able to talk about that one. But let's live
Yeah.
in the Festival of the Arts moment now. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to kind of lay the land out on the calendar
Hmm.
wise. So 5 weeks for Festival of the Arts, a few months for Flower and Garden, and then the summer is
Oh,
off.
summer is off. Didn't there for a
Off.
while? Disney was giving us food and wine festival during the summer, but they have backed off of that for the past couple years, and it's back to the more kind of traditional, starting in August ish.
Yes. And then the ever popular Food and Wine Festival
Hmm.
goes from what, late August through November?
Yes,
Long
it
festival.
is a
I don't
long
understand
one.
that. I don't understand the popularity. I don't. If we're just comparing festival to festival, I don't understand the popularity because the other ones feel so much better to me.
The other ones feel more complete. I think Food and Wine used to be more complete when they had the food demonstrations and they would have
Hmm.
the culinary stuff and they had the party for the senses. Like there used to be so many components to that, like what you see now with Festival of the Arts and Flower and Garden, and even Festival of the Holidays. Those all have their own separate things, and the only extra bonus thing that Food and Wine has is the Eat to the Beat. I think,
But they
right?
all have entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They all have entertainment, but there's nothing that is like super unique to Food and
No,
Wine. And the food and the rain and the heat and everything, it's just, and it's so busy,
yeah,
especially on the weekends. And then that one stops in November. And then right after Thanksgiving, Festival of the Holidays goes through right after Christmas. So that's another short one that's like, what, 4 or 5 weeks?
yes,
So you basically got two little festivals and two big festivals.
yeah, yeah.
That's kind of how it breaks down. My analytical brain has to think about it this way. So currently we've got Festival of the Arts that's just going January 16th to February 23rd. Each
Mm-hmm.
festival has its own theme. So
Mm-hmm.
Festival of the Arts obviously is arts of all
Mm-hmm.
kinds.
All different kinds. So visual, culinary, performing.
Hmm. And the visual is like there's different sort of artsy opportunities, like you can paint the mural, and they
Mm-hmm.
also have artists that are everywhere selling their visual art,
Yes,
which is
a
a huge highlight.
like an art festival. Like it's literally like
Mhm.
an art festival if you were to go to one in your town, where people are selling anything that's art related. Lots of paintings. Um, it's very impressive. You have lots of the artists come in and do signings of their work, which
Mhm.
is fun. If you
Mhm.
have somebody who you really like, who is in that Disney realm, they are often there signing their work. So lots of
Some
opportunities.
of some of them are so popular they have a virtual queue,
Yes,
which is
yes,
amazing.
very
Amazing.
very cool.
Imagine being an artist that works solo at home and then going somewhere and you have to have a virtual queue
Yeah.
to buy and meet you. So lots of visual art, and then the culinary art is, of course, the food that they have at their food booths. But it is definitely improved for Festival of the Arts.
You
It looks
like it's
it.
beautiful.
Yes, I mean it
Yes.
looks like art.
Yes. It
Like you can't. You're not just gonna buy a chocolate chip cookie. You're gonna get a
Yeah.
chocolate chip cookie that looks like a paint palette.
Yes, with frosting that is the paint and a paintbrush so you can paint it.
Hmm.
Or things deconstructed or done in different styles of art. It's very it's kind of like this wraparound of all the different ways they can incorporate art into the things that they normally do for a festival. And I think they've really accomplished something special with Festival of the Arts. Um, Kind of sad that it is one of the shorter festivals because it is great, but I'm glad that it's around.
Yeah, for sure. And then the last kind of art is performing arts, and they have on the stage. Every festival has
Hmm.
performers on the stage, but for Festival of the Arts, it is all about the Broadway performers. So people that have been in
Hmm.
different Disney Broadway shows come in and do multiple performances a day on the stage there.
Which feels very unique and special. And
Hmm.
uh, people spend a lot of money to buy tickets to go see these people on Broadway, and it's fun that you can see them performing at Disney World.
On my last cruise, December on the Treasure, they had Broadway performers, and it reminded
Mhm.
me so much of Festival of the Arts because they do the songs that they're known for as well as others. And so it's a combo, just like at Festival of the Arts.
Yeah.
And there's a whole Broadway series on the cruise ships. Not every cruise has it, but they have a whole website where you can go and see if your cruise is going to have performers
Well,
that
that's
are Broadway
cool.
performers.
Have they
Yeah, I'll have
always
to
had
look and.
that?
Mm-mm. No, but it was a huge highlight. And I think I said this on the podcast I did about it, but I think there's a huge crossover between DCL fans and Broadway fans because DCL is known for having such great shows. I think that's
Yes.
a big reason a lot of people go on them. And so it's a natural fit to have these Broadway performers come in. And the house was packed to see them every time they performed.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So anyway, Broadway performers on land and sea.
Uh-huh.
And they're so talented. So that is fun. We usually like it a lot. It's just that it's so short.
Yes. It can make it tricky to get down there sometimes, just because of the timing of it all. It's also one of the newer festivals, or the newest festival. It hasn't been around as long as like Food and Wine or Flower and Garden or even Festival of the Holidays. So it's kind of been fun to see it evolve, because when it first started, I don't know if you remember this, it was only on the weekends,
Only weekends.
which
It
was
was.
weird for an Epcot festival.
Yeah. And now it is 7 days a week while it lasts for 39 days. So there's some things that are sort of fun to look forward to. The cookie stroll. All of the festivals have a cookie stroll.
Or some kind of food stroll.
Some kind of stroll, right?
Yes.
It's not always cookies. And you basically get 5 specific items, and then you get a stamp and a prize. And you don't have to actually go get the stamps to get the prize, though. You can just get the prize, can't you?
Oh, you're talking about the scavenger hunt.
Yes.
Okay.
But can't you do it for both?
No, because you have to pay for the food item.
Oh, they want you to pay for the things and then get it. Okay, scavenger hunt, you can get the prize when you buy the scavenger hunt. That's right.
So you can do that all at once. But the one that's a Festival of the Arts isn't a cookie, but it's like the cookie stroll. It's different, unique, the I don't know, the super unique food items from around the whole festival. So it's like the ones that you see in all the Instagram pictures is how I would kind of describe it. So you do those, and then once you get your 5 stamps, and you get your completer prize, which this year looks like a Rice Krispie treat with Fruity Pebbles in it with Figment on it, which you would like because you're a Fruity Pebble girl.
I have a box of it on my shelf right now. I love Fruity Pebbles. I do, and I also like cookies. So this particular stroll is right up my alley. The Figment popcorn bucket is back. Yes. But without no 6-hour lines. No crazy behavior.
No.
You know why? Because they have mobile order. They finally learned that. They learned it a couple years ago. But
yes, at that first year when those lines were almost ridiculous in how crazy people went for Figment popcorn buckets. So it is great to see that it is now a.
What's your cat saying? What's he got to say?
He likes Figment. He likes Figment.
He does. Well, you can mobile order it. It's Epcot souvenir release, I think it's called, in the app, and then you can, like a civilized person, go and pick it up instead of lasting for 6 hours in a standby line, which doesn't benefit anybody.
No, not Disney. Disney definitely wants you out, being able to enjoy the parks and spend your money.
I'm scrolling our notes about this so we can just make sure we hit all the different things that we really like. We talked about how much we like the performers, and the good news about it is that they perform 3 times, 5:30, 6:45, 8 o'clock, and it's easy to get in.
Super easy. Unlike some of the, like, I would say Candlelight Processional is probably the most difficult. Would you agree? This one is way easier. So you can grab something to eat, something to drink, and stroll up right when the performances are starting and still be able to snag a spot.
Yeah, so much easier. And we get asked all the time, like, should we get a dining package or whatever? And it's like, nah, we have.
Mm-hmm.
multiple times, but is absolutely not necessary.
Not.
I'm looking at the list of performers, and one of the performers was on The Treasure
Oh, really?
last month. Isabella McCalla. We ran into her the last night of our cruise and stopped her, and we were like, "You are a delight." She was so good. She was Jasmine in
Aw.
Aladdin. Yes, and so she's there. Adam Jacobs, who also is from Aladdin. Michael James Scott also. This is like a reunion, also from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Michael James Scott was the genie. Adam Jacobs was the original Broadway Aladdin, and Isabella was Jasmine. Sierra Boggess. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She's from The Little Mermaid and Phantom of the Opera. I have followed her for years. She is so freaking talented. Josh Strickland, who we are very familiar with,
Mm-hmm.
Tarzan. And then a couple more. Anastasia McCluskey is also from Tarzan and The Secret Life of Bees. Mandy Gonzalez is known for Aida. Hamilton as Angelica and In the
And In
Heights.
the Heights.
Casey Simmons, Ashley Brown, Ainsley Melham, James Monroe, Englehart, Susan Egan. This is a lot longer list. I feel like the list is much longer, and they often have sets where they combine performers.
It's usually the last one
Yeah,
of the season. They will combine a couple groups of performers, and you get this one mega performance, which is pretty cool.
yeah, yes, it's fantastic. And one thing that is fun this year is in the Communicore Hall. They have the props and costumes and puppets from different movies on display, which is awesome. They have the paint by number mural every single year, and it's free.
Yes, yes, and
Everyone.
everyone gets a chance to do it. If once it fills up, they do reset it, so you don't have to worry about losing that opportunity. There will be a spot for you to paint.
And
Um,
you're allowed to do 5 squares, so it's not like you can just go nuts.
yeah.
But they change out the mural whenever it gets full, and I think roughly once a week or something. I'm not sure the time frame, depends how busy they are. But when you get done painting on the mural, they give you a bookmark that shows you what the completed mural is going to look like the painting.
Hmm.
So,
We've never been there when it's close to being completed, but I'd like to
mm-mm.
sometime. I want to see when it's like when it's almost done versus we're usually there when it's mostly empty squares.
Yeah. So we're just like filling in white spaces, and then
Yeah,
who knows what it looks like
who
when it's done.
knows?
There's also amazing chalk art, and this doesn't sound like it would be anything, but holy moly, the chalk artists are nuts. And I get so much anxiety because it rains in Florida way too much for
Yeah.
my liking and wipes away their work.
Yes, yes. And I would say that the chalk art is probably one of my top favorite things about the
Hmm.
festival. It's incredible what people can do with something that we think of as a child's art medium, but they just go wild and create these not just like flat chalk art. They do 3D stuff. They have spaces for where kids can do their own chalk art. It's a lot of fun.
The professional chalk art is Nate Sparanowski, I think is his name. And Disney uses him for a million things. Like he's
Yes.
obviously at Festival of the Arts. His first mural this year was Zootopia.
Hmm.
And before he finished it, it rained. I
Yeah.
don't know how he doesn't get stressed. But he also does stuff at Disneyland, and it doesn't rain as much out there. So I'm secretly happy about that because his stuff gets to just stay up. But he's talented. But the kids actually get to do chalk art, like you said, as well.
Yes.
There are photo ops that are fun, like the one that we're in. You can go in person and stand inside paintings and get your pictures taken. And magic shots, of course, Figment theme.
Hmm.
How we feel about Figment?
I mean, he's fine. I don't want to get a
Neutral.
lot of hate for it. I love the colors. I, I love a purple and an orange. Um, there are, I think the thing I struggle with Figment is it feels like there are different versions of him, like his body, where sometimes it just, he looks gaunt and it creeps me out. And sometimes he looks a little bit plumper, and that's an enjoyable Figment. I like that Figment. Give me that Figment. The gaunt Figment, I don't know if he's on a diet. I don't know what he's doing, but I need for him to eat whatever Figment eats.
We'll Google that later.
Okay.
What does Figment eat? But he's everywhere on all the merch and
Mm-hmm.
the festivals and everything. There is an Animation Academy,
Mm-hmm.
and that is not at like all the festivals, but it's of course an art thing. So it's part of Festival of the Arts, and we've been around long enough that we have known Animation Academy to have approximately 11 homes.
Yes.
Um,
No, no fewer than.
yes, it was at Hollywood Studios. It is currently still at Animal Kingdom, and
Mm-hmm.
it's been in a couple of locations at Epcot. So on the stage where performers perform in the evening,
Mm-hmm.
during the day you can learn to draw a character.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big space.
Yes. So again, something that's very easy to get into if that's something that you're interested in. If you miss out on that opportunity, at least for now, there is a spot over at Animal Kingdom where you can still do it, but
Hmm.
those characters primarily will be animals versus what you will get to do over at the Animation Academy for Festival of the Arts.
They are animals at Animal Kingdom, but also whatever the most recent movie is. So
Hmm.
like Zootopia, I think is probably what they're doing right now. So yeah, different options and much bigger space at Epcot. The Speaking of Figment, he is part of the scavenger hunt. Figment's brush with the masters.
Yes.
So this is what I was talking about earlier, where you buy the map and then you find Figment hiding in the
Yes.
art around the world showcase, and then you get a prize. But when you buy the map, you can just ask for the prize if you want.
Yeah, which makes it easier. And I mean, nobody's going to be checking your work. So, but I will say, after doing all the scavenger hunts multiple times, I find this one to be the most challenging.
Do you? It's
Yeah.
hard to find the little like characters.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes the piece of art is inside of a shop. And
Hmm.
that is a little bit trickier because the other ones, they're usually hidden outside. So you have like the little bee, I can't think of his name, Spike the Bee. Spike the
Spike the
Bee
Bee.
for Flower and Garden. You have Remy, who is for um, Food and Wine, and you have
Food and
Olaf
wine.
for Festival of the Holidays.
Holidays.
But the art one is literally pieces of art with a little bitty figment in it, and they're just placed in different places. And it was a little, I found it challenging. Maybe I've
It
just
is,
revealed how not smart I am, but I did.
but what you can use it for, if you are parents with kids, it gives them something to look for. So if
Hmm.
you're like, I really want to go to the World Showcase, well, guess what? They're going to have to go in the shops and all kinds of places to find Figment.
Yes,
So that's nice. New this year is Disney Lorcana, which we know is so popular. When we went to D23 Expo, was it last year, year before, year and a half ago? Uh, the Lorcana was the busiest, most popular spot to be.
it was. Yeah. In fact, there were fights. People getting into fights, trying to get to the booths and get on the expo floor to get the cards that they were handing out. So
Hmm.
super popular. I know nothing about it. I feel
Yeah,
very
we
ignorant about it. I need to sit down and figure it out.
no, but here's the confession. This won't be news to you, but to anybody listening, is I don't know a lot about Disney stories or
Hmm.
things like that all the time, and I'm not a Star Wars person. But what I do know is what other people are interested in. So I'm like, oh, if you're interested in Star Wars, then let me do everything in Galaxy's Edge and figure out. You know what I mean? You don't
Hmm.
have to know the lore to figure out what people who love it need to know. In this case, we definitely do not, we're not part of the Lorcana
No.
world, but we do know you can pick up a festival quest book for free
Yes.
on the bridge to the World Showcase, and it starts at 9 a.m. And due to the popularity of it, you might want to be there as early as possible because supplies are limited. And then there's different activities that you can do.
It goes along with it, and the artwork looks lovely. It any of like the Pokemon or any of those games that are the card based ones, I know nothing about, but I've always appreciated the artwork on it. Like Sorcerer's the Magic Kingdom,
Hmm. Oh yeah.
never played that one either. The artwork on the cards freaking adorable. So I do
Hmm.
love that.
Yeah, totally. So anyway, there's a lot to love about Festival of the Arts. The only thing is that it doesn't last long enough.
No, no,
That's the problem.
sadly.
It doesn't. Um, is that it? Do we miss anything for Festival of the Arts?
I don't think so. Scavenger Hunt, Animation Academy, Visual Arts, Performing Arts. They're actually artists that will be performing as well. You can find those typically at the front part of the park in the area
Oh,
formerly
yes.
known as Future World, but in that area, Communicore Plaza. Um, there's painters who will be doing like the quick art paintings and stuff, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, it's one of those festivals where I feel like for food and wine, you can kind of the focus is on the food and the wine. This one is definitely so many other things you can focus on. So uh, it's fun if you are somebody who likes the arts to head over there to check it out, and a lot, maybe even a little bit more time. Because if you want to do a little shopping, there's a lot of opportunities to do that for this festival compared to the other ones.
Yes, that is super fun. Did it just show my window just
Hmm.
now? Okay.
I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. It
Okay,
was a
I just
lot.
want I'm testing this out because I wanted to talk about the construction progress in the parks because there's a lot going on
Hmm.
and there is a guy named Bio Reconstruct who is a helicopter pilot and he takes lots of aerial videos and photos all over Orlando including the
Hmm.
construction projects and he has primarily or only been a Twitter person until recently, and now he's on Instagram, which I'm excited about. And if you don't follow, I'm going to put a link to his bio or his account here so you can follow him because he posts so many great photos. And if you're curious about things, this is a way to track the progress. So let me just click over to see what that looks like. Okay. So what we have here, can you see the aerial video?
Yep,
Okay, so this is the Encanto ride at Animal Kingdom. Look how huge that is.
it's huge. And you know what else is amazing about it? I feel like the pace of this construction is so much better than what we've seen on previous construction projects at Disney World. The fact that they're already going vertical and we can see so much
Mhm.
really gives me hope that they're going to make that timeline that they've given.
Look how close it is to the water. Yeah. I mean, if you've been in this area formerly known as Dino Land, you know there's walls everywhere. So
Everywhere.
they have the whole section shut down for this. And I am so excited about an Encanto ride because I just wanted to jump in the movie when I saw it.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So excited about that. We've got a little while to wait, huh?
Yeah, not too long though. Isn't it 2020? Is it 2027?
I think so. I think that is the
I mean, that's
truth.
next year.
Yeah. Why does that sound like it's from the future? Like way in the future, like Jetsons kind of stuff. Okay. Here's Big Thunder Mountain. This is the gravel path up here is to clear the way for the train. I feel so bad for. Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah, I'm staring at it. Sorry.
And I feel sorry for people that are newer to the parks because the train has rarely been like open.
I know. It's been down for so much in the past 5, 6 years.
Yeah, so this has been closed for what, a year now?
A year.
And they're adding a lot to it and we're really excited to see that. It also just like changes the dynamics of the park when
Mhm.
a ride like this is closed because it's just one less thing to soak up the people.
Mhm.
But um that is going to be exciting and in my head it's going to be a lot more like Disneyland. So we'll
Mm.
see how it goes cuz Disneyland got some upgrades too.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. All right. I am going between tabs so that I can show you a different things. Let me know if it's messing up so I
No, you're doing
can
great.
fix it. Okay. So then this is adjacent to Big Thunder. So Big Thunder is off in this corner and this is the Piston Peak, which is the Cars theme ride. So the all that water
Uh-huh.
this green wall here is Haunted Mansion.
Mhm.
That is right next to Haunted Mansion, and then you go through Liberty Square and Frontierland. This used to be one of our favorite paths to walk, and it's
Yeah.
covered in walls now. And holy moly, it really cuts down on the airflow when you have
Yeah.
walls everywhere.
Yes, for sure. Especially with something like that where it was so wide open. Um,
Hmm.
this is very, it's very cool to see. I hadn't taken a really in-depth look at these. The size of what's going in for Piston Peak is it's a little bit
Hmm.
easier to tell now.
Yeah, it is. And I know it's going to be hugely popular. I know it's very sad to lose this water space
Hmm.
because, it's pretty and everything, but also it's going to be popular when it opens. And
Yeah.
I understand, you know, why Disney wants to do it. But also, California has an entire land themed after cars. So it's really nice to have a cars attraction here.
Two of them.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We have so much construction to talk about. And so it wasn't until I started like opening all these things that I was like, there is a lot going on. When the parks were shut down back in 2020, I know we had high hopes that they were going to continue the construction.
Yes.
Um, this is Bio's account that I'm going to link to in the description. You can see that he just posts photos and photos and
Hmm.
photos and videos. So you can check it out, Bio Reconstruct on IG. Um, do you remember Disney Lakeshore Lodge, Heather?
Not, I did not remember that it was even a thing until you mentioned it this morning. I had totally forgotten that they decided to go ahead and get it built under a new name.
Yeah. So Disney Lakeshore Lodge is over by Fort Wilderness, and it
It's
was started
huge.
huge. Oh my gosh, look at that. If
What
you've
is
been to
that compared to like Riviera,
oh my gosh, this is so much bigger than that.
right?
Look at all that. Look at all that. It's just
Shannon.
not it's nuts because it was started like in the before times, I think, and then it was paused and we thought it was a dead
Dead.
project. And then they built the tower at the Polynesian and we were like, "Oh, they borrowed some concepts from this and put it in the Polynesian tower." And then they were like, "Jinx, joke's
Uh-huh.
on you. We're still building it, Disney Lakeshore Lodge."
It
It
is
is enormous.
huge.
And if you're at Fort Wilderness, down at the end where the boat dock is, this is adjacent to it because there's like a wall there. So yeah, that's
I
gonna
I am
oh,
flabbergasted.
isn't that
Dang. That
nuts?
is, and this is a DVC. So this is them projecting that they can sell all of this.
Yeah.
In addition to the fact that they just converted the cabins over to
Mm-hmm.
DVC. They have the new Poly Tower. They have Riviera. These are all things that have come online in the past, what, 5 years ish
Mm-hmm.
for all of
Mm-hmm.
those. Uh, that that is a lot of timeshares.
It is. And but they have to have they sell it and then they need to have some place for those people to go. So they're
Yeah.
like, here's a whole new resort.
Dang.
So yeah, it's amazing. And it's such a beautiful area, like Wilderness Lodge,
Mm-hmm.
Fort Wilderness, the whole thing. It's just it's so pretty. And I'm not even outdoorsy. And then this shocked me personally. So this is the animation courtyard of Hollywood Studios where the Little Mermaid show and um Launch Bay and the Playhouse Disney
The Disney
show,
Junior, yeah, the Disney Junior stuff.
Disney Junior show, and it is dirt,
It is
and they're
dirt.
making it obviously is going to look a lot different. This is reopened this summer, I believe, right?
Correct.
Because a part of Cool Kids Summer, there's going to be a show in this building that restarts, and then they're redoing Launch Bay, where it's
Mm-hmm.
actually going to be fun to visit characters in different like storybook scenes and all this kind of stuff. The Little Mermaid show is still there, and it
Yeah.
is still available. But oh my gosh, the amount of construction.
It's so much construction.
And
That
this doesn't even we haven't even talked about the Monsters Inc. stuff.
oh yeah. Some
Because Monsters
so
Inc. is a whole land where they took out the area by Muppet Vision,
mm-hmm.
and that's a whole land. So there's just a ton going on.
Yeah. which is it's kind of fun. I do like the new stuff, so I'm excited uh, to to see it all. But I think extra excited that some of it looks like it's going to be done timely. Like it's not going to be 5 years from now.
I hope that was our fear.
Yes.
That was our fear. We were like, we were so excited when they made the announcements. I've
Mhm.
never or rarely been in a room that was that much fun when they made these announcements at D23
Yes.
Expo because Disney went all out because they had previously been so pathetic
It
about their
was
announcements.
yes. It was like, oh, we
At
might
the
do something someday.
Yeah, 3 years ago, they were like, "Meh, maybe we'll do this," and it was just sort of an idea, and so then they
Hmm.
got a lot of criticism. So at the D23 Expo a year and a half ago where they announced all this stuff, they had brought out performers. I mean, here's Boys to Men to announce Monsters Inc. Land or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
Yes.
Every single announcement
Shabuzi.
had a yes, here's Shibuzi for the Radiator Springs or whatever it's
Uh
called,
huh.
the Cars attractions,
Pistons
like
Peak.
yes.
It was wild.
And it was really wild. And then we have the villains
Yes,
stuff.
which is they've been the most quiet about.
Yeah.
I think that one is probably going to be the one that we're looking at like 5, 8 years before we see too much with that.
Yes. Whole lands. So I think that's all we were gonna talk about today. This is what was on our mind for now, but we do have some
Yeah.
comments. Our friend Dale said card hunters will hunt down Lorcana cards based on speculation alone, looking to flip them. Trading card game plus Disney, you have to assume they're going to be insane to get the cards based on rarity, show exclusive, etc. Um, uh, Books, Crafts, Baking says I can't wait for Big Thunder Mountain to reopen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel for people that have just started going the last few years. There's just been too many closures for
Yes.
them,
Of big
including the train.
attractions.
Here's a planning question. If doing a second rope drop for Jungle Cruise, where would you line up in Magic Kingdom if you're already in Fantasyland for early entry?
Down by the Tangled Bathrooms is where I would go.
Hmm.
And then I would cut across, go over towards Frontierland and cut through one of the walkways over there and over into
Hmm.
Adventureland.
Yeah, that's good. Um, Heather's face being forced to voice her opinion about Figment.
I feel like it put me on the spot to be canceled.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Not everyone loves everything. So anyway, we have some people that have joined in today. So thanks for chatting. Love
Yeah.
to see your comments. So anyway, we will be back tomorrow morning with more thoughts. What did we say we're going to talk about after hours? We
After
said we were going to
hours.
talk about after hours because they have only recently resumed for 2026, which makes sense. It just became 2026. So we can talk about why we love after hours events so much.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And I can list them off the top of my head. So the prep was going to be so easy.
Hmm.
But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for joining.
Bye.